Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Turn the radio on. It's a little bit windy. I hope you can hear me, guys. We are in Los Abrigos. We are trying a new sendero or hiking route today. It's about 8 kilometers, I think. So we are going from Los Abrigos to Playa La Tejita and back. It's a circular hiking. If it's too windy, probably we're gonna switch to the phone because we have mics. We wanted to talk a bit about, this vlog is probably dedicated to people who want to move here in Tenerife in 2024, because we made a poll on our Romanian community to see how people think about Tenerife in 2024 related to job market, rents, opportunities, quality of life. So we asked a couple of questions. Food prices. We asked a couple of questions and we try to synthesize everything in this vlog. This is the reason why we shoot this one. Los Abrigos is very near to the airport. Basically you can see airplanes. Here's a nice little beach. The first question we asked on the poll was if in the last 3 years the community noticed an increase, a decrease, or a stagnation of grocery prices here in Tenerife. And what was the result?
Everybody said there was an increase.
An increase in grocery prices here in Tenerife. But it's no wonder, that's everywhere,
yeah.
Right? And why 3 years? Because we moved in 2021 on the island in September, so this year will be 3 years since we are here.
But I think it's the food prices grew everywhere in the world, right?
Yes. We are traveling constantly to Vienna, to Austria, and I've been almost every month somewhere in Europe, Brussels, France, even in Estonia, Lithuania, Poland. So everywhere prices are up. Now, I noticed, however, that in Austria prices are an increase of more than 30%. Here, I don't think it's that much. Maybe it is, I don't know. But we noticed this increase in prices.
I noticed our daily food budget is getting higher every time.
Because we did a calculation. So we are a family of 5, and when we moved here in September 2021, we paid on average for groceries on a monthly basis around 500 euros. We don't spend much at restaurants. So now in 2024 we spend around 800 euros. So that's 300 euros more. It is how it is. Definitely, I would say a negative, right?
Yeah.
A negative, but not only here.
Everywhere.
Is she real?
Garfield.
Touch her.
Garfield.
Touch her.
Touch her.
What is
Do
it?
not disturb.
Next question was if the people in our community think that rent on the island is higher, is the same or lower, if the properties in general, like buying something, properties have higher prices, lower prices, or stay the same. And what did the community answer?
Almost everybody said it's worse. It's gotten worse, and maybe 2% said it's the same. But it was also about if it's easy to find or not.
It's not. We have a Romanian channel as well, and a lot of people are writing us about.
They say they want to move here.
They say they want to move,
the rent, but it's not that easy to find something.
Because the demand is very high. Property owners, well, they can do whatever they like right now, so they can choose basically who they want to let in their flats. That's why also the prices are higher. I give you an example. To buy here a flat in the south with 2 bedrooms, you cannot find here anything under 250,000 euros, and it's not a big flat. So definitely this is a problem in Tenerife right now, the lack of accommodation, the lack of long-term rent, mid-term rent, and the higher prices for buying something.
Yeah, because of course everybody wants to rent for vacation, because they win a lot more. There are not too many houses in construction. There are not too many buildings that are being built. constructed right now.
So yeah, this is a problem. I think it's a problem also on the other island. I have no metrics for that. We have no metrics for that. We can only talk about Tenerife and what we've heard so far. So yeah, definitely this is another negative. There are of course other positives, like my beautiful wife, but she's taken, and the weather. And like having the possibility to do this kind of hikes every now and then. We basically plan that we are doing these hikes twice a month, new routes, to find new routes. So that's why we are on this new route right now. We are trying to go to La Tejita. There is this mountain there. It's called Montana Roja. Right across is the Playa La Tejita, a beach divided in two because it's also a nudist beach. So far so good. This path actually takes you really close to the ocean. We're trying to find a way upstairs, I don't know. Right. Next question was about public services.
And infrastructure.
And infrastructure. If people noticed improvement, getting worse, or the same in regards to that.
Almost everybody says they notice an improvement.
Positive!
Just a few amount of people say it's nothing, it's nothing. So no, not worse, not better. It's the same.
We also notice an improvement. For example, the bus system here is free. There are certain conditions to it, but it's basically free.
I also noticed an improvement, for instance, for the online services. It's gotten very good. You can solve a lot of problems only online.
Digitalization of the island is a progress, is a slow progress, but it's there. So we notice this also. You can do a lot of things online. You don't have to go to the
with an online signature.
Yes, so you have like a clave, which is like a key. And with this clave you can register maybe your car also, or at least participate in the process of registering the car.
But it's most of the time, you have to know the system, so you can solve problems.
With the clave you can also access your tax information, or if you have like fines or you have to pay something. For the medical system as well. I mean, when you have a private insurance, you also have an online account where you can see all your medical records, appointments, everything. So I think it's pretty civilized and it's getting better. And we also notice when you have to go to the office, there are almost every time professionals, and you don't have a lot of waiting time. At least that was in our case in Santa Cruz. Maybe the south is different, but in Santa Cruz,
this is what I wanted to say. Maybe it's a little bit different. The north, the capital, much better structure.
And I think there are also not a lot of people. The south tends to be more visited and more people tend to move there, so probably the system is more clogged.
Yeah, they still don't speak English, so you should not.
Maybe the south does.
The north.
The north, no, yes.
So don't expect people to speak English.
But they are very nice, so even if they don't speak it, they try to explain you everything, and somehow you're gonna manage. The public system, transportation, infrastructure, we think is getting better. Also the highways are okay. Next question.
Do you feel there are many job opportunities for people now?
The question, I think it was, do you think there are more job opportunities in 2024 versus 2021 for everybody? The community answered
40% says yes, the other 60% says no.
Some of them feel there are more job opportunities, and I think especially the ones that have been here during Corona times tend to answer this.
Maybe a long time ago.
Maybe a long time ago, because I think also in the south you can find jobs. I don't know if more, but you can find jobs related to tourism, restaurants, bar, coffee shops. You can find these sort of jobs. I also noticed that a lot of people who are in IT, programming, and are able to work remote are moving to the Canary Islands, especially Tenerife. In our community there are a lot of people like this, so I think they also answered yes, you can find more jobs. The other 60 probably live here also a very long time, and maybe they don't feel that the job market is that good right now. I tend to agree with them. I don't think the job market is especially good in the Canary Islands. Canary Islands are not very renowned for job opportunities, or
you don't come here to make money.
Only if you have a lot of money and you buy a hotel, or you plan to invest in in tourism here, then yes. I don't want to be biased to say, because we both work, we both have jobs, we kind of tend to be more optimistic, but at the same time, we talk to people who came here, moved here, and after a couple of months they moved back or still don't have a job. It depends on your skills as well. What can you do?
Yeah, it depends also on the area you're moving in, because if you move in the south, maybe you will find job very easy. If you speak German, English, French, or whatever, Italian. If you move in the north, you have to speak Spanish, you have to have a qualification.
Yeah.
To find a proper job.
Yeah, it's different. It's definitely different. There was another question related to the quality of life overall and what's the daily, expenses. Some people said, okay, it's worse. It's getting worse, the quality of life, because of the higher prices and the over-tourism. There is a problem here with over-tourism, especially in the summer months. The island is packed, prices are higher. People who live here feel this. Of course, they feel it, and we feel it as well in the north. But again, if you move in the south, you have more job opportunities, but higher prices in terms of rent. But if you move in the north, you have lower prices in terms of rent, but you don't have so many jobs. Another question was if we feel that the medical health system is getting better, worse, or the same. What was the answer?
60% said they don't know. 30% says no.
It's getting worse?
It's not getting better. And the rest said yes.
So 10% basically said yes, it's getting better. Unfortunately, we have been in touch with the medical health system here because Christina had the surgery.
This is Romanian for scratching the back.
Scratch my back, please. Scratch.
I don't know if you do this
left,
in
left,
other,
lower.
Other cultures.
Right. Left. Oh yeah, yes.
Left or
yes,
right?
yes, there. Yes. Yeah, so the medical health system, we have been making use of it. First of all, because Christina had a surgery, quite complicated one. It involved the facial nerves. She still is not able to talk normal, but she's trying. And I had been to the doctor because of my knees and because of my high blood pressure.
All in all, my experience was very good.
Mine as well. I mean, I could say excellent, very professional, all of them. And Christina can tell you more about it.
Yeah, I felt, like a princess in the hospital. Everybody was treating me very nice. I have a public health insurance. I did not have to pay for anything in the hospital.
Everybody was very professional. The hospital is up to date. I also have a public insurance. I also have a private one. I don't know why, because honestly, maybe it's just for not waiting so long to get an appointment. But Christina didn't wait long.
There is a thing here: when you don't have an appointment, you have to be very persistent at the public health insurance. So you just have to keep on asking for an appointment, and eventually they will give you. It's like in the countryside sometimes.
Yes. From our side, it's a positive. We can compare it also to Austria because we lived in Austria for so many years, and we don't necessarily feel a downgrade.
No. I was in Austria. I was 3 times in the hospital because of the kids when I gave birth, but it does not compare in terms of people, how they treat you here.
Oh, okay.
And how kind they are, and how everybody smiles, and they are very, very nice with you. And even if I don't speak too much Spanish, they are very kind and understanding.
Okay.
Okay, știu că e ok.
Black sand beach. Usually this part of the island near Tehita is very windy. But today we are very lucky. We have 3 more questions. Another question that we raised in this community in the poll was if you think that more and more people are moving to Tenerife, and 100% said yes. And we agree. More and more people are moving to Tenerife. I don't know what the situation is on the other islands, but yes, definitely more and more people are moving here. Is this a problem? The local will say yes. We are not against anyone moving here. We are against people who move here and they don't do their homework, like planning in advance, reading about social issues that are here, reading about job market.
Or maybe not adapting.
Life is slow here. Rhythm is slow here. Don't be rude. If you move here, remember you moved to another country basically, or another place, and people here have a history, so don't be rude. Try to adapt. Exactly, respect. Also be smart about the choices you make, because usually if you come here and you don't do your homework, you have a budget, but this budget will be gone in a couple of months, and then you get desperate and look for job or look for flats, or
Then you end up living in that complex.
yeah, or then you end up criticizing everything. This is a no-go, because in the end, if you do your homework well, it should all work out.
Yeah, the question was, even if there are so many bad things, so to speak,
Negatives, yeah.
negatives here, are you happy to be here? Are you happy with your life here in Tenerife? And everybody said yes.
100% of the people with questions said yes, they are happy with their life here. I think that sums it up. It's getting worse everywhere, but here you are actually happy, even if it's worse. And we agree with everybody, we are also happy here. Almost 3 years living here. So we came to another beach here. There are here and there beaches where you can come with dogs. This is apparently one of them. And right after this beach, we're gonna go to La Tejita, which is a wider beach, has better waves. So yeah, people come here, look, with dogs everywhere. I think this here, they also don't have like a construction permit or whatever. Looks a bit empty. But yeah, house on the beach.
And here is a banana
This is banana.
plantation,
Are you sure?
but no bananas.
And the last question, are you planning to move from Tenerife?
80% says no, 15% says yes, and the 5% are not sure.
Some of them think about moving from the island, and probably it has to do with questions such as over-tourism, job opportunities, job market, real estate situation on the island. Actually, I have a good friend that he's been living in the south. He's a businessman. He's been living in the south 11, 12 years now. Business is good, but not so good as it used to be, and he's thinking about moving in Spain, mainland Spain. Some people, even though happy with their life here, are still trying to find better options. We don't agree with them.
Yeah, I think that we are also living nomad times. You know, people are moving everywhere from everywhere.
That's true.
There's a lot of moving, and not us the Romanians. I think in the last years, a lot of people are moving from places to places because of jobs, because of
Yeah.
whatever reasons. Yeah, and this is a destination mostly for the weather, because it's very warm, as you can see. Yeah, a lot of people are moving here
I would say middle age upwards. People move here because of the weather, of course,
before they expire.
before they expire.
It's a good place to expire.
I mean, you know, you kind of know after almost 3 years what you want to do, if you want to stay. Or we decided basically in 2021 to stay for 1 year and decide if we're gonna stay or move somewhere else.
For us, it was the kids. They were very important in our
Yep.
decision, because they feel very good here. They feel that they belong here. They have friends. They like the people here. So for us, if the kids are happy, we are happy.
We don't have too much to say negatively about Tenerife. Of course, there are things, minor things that you have to adapt to. For example, maybe I told you guys in another video that I don't particularly like the food here, but that's a personal thing, because Christina is vegetarian and for her it's easier, but I don't like the meat products, I don't like the dairy products, but that's a personal preference. I don't see it as a negative, it's more of a personal preference. After spending 1.5 hours on the La Tejita beach, we got tired, we got sunburned, and now we're heading back to the car. As always, it was a pleasure filming this vlog for you guys. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe, and also this bell icon to be notified whenever we post something. Muchos besos.